I reviewed a lot of entry-level commuter scooters around the $500 price range and haven't come across any that hold up as well as Gotrax. I recommend this brand to family and friends more than any other. Now they sent me 3 models in the $350 to $550 price range. The cheapest is the Rival, followed by the G3 and then the G4. In the review, I'll show you how fast they can go, what you can expect for range, how well they climb hills, all that good stuff. Let's kick this first test off with the Rival. Only one speed mode with the Rival, and that tops out at 15.5, which is right on target. Next is the G3. Speed mode 1 is 17 miles an hour. Speed mode 2 is also 17. And now the G4. Speed mode 1 is 16, and speed 2 is 20. The more money you spend, the faster you go, up to a top speed of 20 miles per hour with the G4. Well, now that we know how fast each can go, how long does it take to hit that top speed? Gonna find that out starting with the Rival. Do you need a little kickstart to get it going? I am very impressed with the Rival. It has got a lot of power for how small of a scooter this is. Now let's see what the G3 can do. This also needs a kickstart. The G3 isn't a bad acceleration either. It's actually a little bit slower than the Rival. Now let's find out what the G4 can do. This also needs a kick. Well, as you would have guessed, the G4 has the quickest acceleration. Took just over a block to hit 20 miles per hour. Gotrax has a nice reputation for some hill climbing ability. Gonna see how well they can climb, starting off with the Rival. Hitting it with a little bit of momentum, holding it 10 miles an hour. This is the trickiest part. Falling pretty quick down to 8, 7. Is it gonna have enough juice to get to the top? There's 6. Almost there. Down to 4. Oh, coming up over the top, back up to 5. And there we go. Next up is the G3. I've got it in the second speed mode. Starts to climb here. And I'm bouncing back and forth between 13 and 14. And this is the trickiest section. 7, down to 6. Coming up over the top to 7, and there you go. And then the G4, which should do well for this test as it has the most power. Hitting the bottom of the hill at 13 miles an hour. Down to 12. 11, 10, holding at 8. I think that's as low as it's gonna go. Over the top. I thought it was interesting that the speed increases by 2 as you go up in price. Now let me show you how well the brakes work. Here's some hard braking, topping the scooter out, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Yeah, that's a little too jarring. I let go just a little bit because I felt that back tire almost start to pop up. Ooh, I like that a lot better. You know, stops within about 20, 30 feet. Ooh, most controlled and smooth braking of all 3, and took me about 35, 40 feet to stop. For this test, I topped the scooters out and only had about a half a dozen stops. Also, all of these tests were done in freezing weather, actually below freezing. Gotrax recommends not doing that, so I would add about 3 to 5 miles for each one of these tests. All right, for the Rival, I hit 7.54 miles with 204 feet elevation. So, you know, you add 3 miles to that, that's around 10 miles, which is a pretty good range for my weight for such a cheap scooter. For the G3, I got 7.91 miles with 147 feet elevation. I mean, that's almost the same range I got with the Rival. And then for the G4, my app recorded 10.6 miles with 264 feet elevation. So again, you add 3 to 5 miles on that. That's around 15 miles, which is a good range for a scooter in that price range. One thing I haven't talked about, which is one of my favorite features with Gotrax, is how nice of a ride it is. And it's the type of scooter that can take a beating. My brother has been a Gotrax user for about 3 years now, and he's got 2 boys that just put that scooter to the test. So if you're looking for one to get to your kids to just go and do whatever they want with, this is the brand that I would recommend. Let me know which model you guys like the best. Thanks for watching and have a good day.